Please confirm to me. All of you are getting my voice on screen. Those are attending in online, please confirm to me, guys. All of you are getting my voice on screen. Guys, please confirm to me. All of you are going to be. All of you are getting my voice on screen. Those who are attending in online, guys, please type in questions box. Guys, please confirm to me. All of you are getting my voice on screen. Those are attending in online. Yeah. Guys, then Advanced Java at 7:30 batch is not for you. Don't come for that Advanced Java class. That is not at all for you. Guys, please remember this. What I am telling there. Advanced Java batch at 7:30 is not for you. Okay, Praveen, Vajir, Praveen. Then just I'm giving clarity. Don't join for Advanced Java. Then now immediately it's not required. Then for you separately I will start Advanced Java. Okay, for you separately I'm going to start Advanced Java. Clear? Right. Right. Thank you. Right. Good evening, guys. And check it. What content here we discussed there. And I want to give some notes related link for this class as there. Now let us go for this document here. I've given some document already, some content. Right, so just give 2 minutes of time, or else maybe let me complete the remaining part here in the Java history. Then at the end, I will give the document URL for the sake of this notes. I will give that. Okay, right. Now come for the content here. What we completed there in the last class, no? Java history, the total part here I started here, where up to some part of the history I started. Okay, what topic here we started there? What is the requirement to provide Java programming language to the market? If we come for this point, answer is very clear. In 1991, Sun Microsystems had a requirement to prepare a new programming language in order to prepare softwares for electronic consumer devices like cable TV switch boxes, remote controllers, and so on. For this particular reason why Sun Microsystems decided to prepare a new programming language. For that, they have taken nearly 30 members team led by James Gosling and Patrick Nathan. With this 30 members team, Sun Microsystems has started a project. What is the name of the project there? Green Project. Green Project was started. In Green Project, they want to prepare a new programming language. That programming language should have some features. What features they want to provide in their new programming language? The new programming language should be what there? Simple. That new programming language should be what there? Tight coded. That new programming language should be what there? Architectural neutral. Sir, are you getting it or not? Then immediately we have to think about it. Why it should be simple programming language? What exactly the factors they have included for this simple programming language? All right. That programming language is simple. Why? Because that programming language should take less execution time. That programming language should take less memory. That programming language should take like what there? Less power consumption, less energy consumption, whatever it may be. Now tell me, what is the impact of this less execution time? I given some points here. If that execution time is less, performance of the end product will be increased or not? Next one, if the less memory, if the end product is having less memory, automatically cost of the product will be reduced or not? Next one, if the energy consumption is less or power consumption is lesser, maintenance cost of the end product will be reduced. These are the impacts of this all the features. No. So anyway, whatever it may be, Sun Microsystems wants to prepare a new programming language. It should be a simple programming language. It must have less execution time. It must take less memory, and it must take less power consumption. They're the points here. Next one is second one is what are the tight coded. What's the meaning of this tight coded here? No, already I've taken an example. Stack is an example I've taken. In stack, we are able to perform three types of operations. What are the three types of operations here we are performing there? Push operation, pop operation, pick operation. In a C programming language, to perform push operation, nearly 20 lines of code here we are going to consume. To perform pop operation, again 20 lines of code here we are going to consume, and an average again 20 lines of code for the sake of what, their peak operation. Overall, how many instructions here we are going to consume for stack operations? No, 60 lines of code. But in the case of Java programming language, the same stack operations we are able to complete within 4 lines of code. Just within 4 lines of code we can complete it, the same stack operations. Got it or not? All right, sir. Now here the point is what? Point is what there? If any programming language takes a less number of instructions to implement a particular requirement, or to implement a particular requirement, to provide coding part for a particular requirement, if any programming language takes less number of instructions, then that programming language is called tight coded programming language. That programming language is what, their tight coded programming language. Now tell me, between C and Java, I given some comparison. In between C and Java, which one is a tight coded and which one is a loose coded here? No, C is what, their loose coded, but Java is what, their tight coded programming language. Good. Next one is what? After this, architectural neutral programming language. What is the meaning of this architectural neutral programming language? No, what's the meaning of it? No, I given one simple statement here. Okay. Before that, I want to give some explanation. Now try to understand it clearly. For example, listen, all of you listen carefully. For example, I'm taking Java classes now. Listen, understand carefully. I'm taking Java classes now. Of course, today I'm providing some demo class, for example. Okay. And outside of this classroom, if I put a bot, notice, what is that notice there? If you want to attend Java classes, you must be a BTech graduate and you must be a computer science student. Then only you're eligible to attend my class. If I put a board like this, assume it, how many members can attend my classes? Point number one. Case number one, I said to you. Case number two, same. If I put a notice in my notice board, any graduate can attend my Java classes. No restrictions. Any graduate can attend my Java classes. No restrictions. If I put this board in outside, two cases are given there. In which case more number of people will come? Definitely second case. Any graduate can attend my class, in the sense all members are eligible to attend my classes. Second case, more number of students will come. When more number of students are listening my class, automatically more demand will be increased for my class. Not only in the point of my classes there, I'm telling that I have a product. When my product is available to the more number of people, automatically more demand will come for that product. If my product is available for less number of people, automatically demand for my product will be reduced. Am I right or not? When my product is available, when my product is required for more number of people, more demand will come. When my product is required for less number of people, less demand will come. Am I right or not? But when it is possible to make available my product to more number of people, when more number of people are eligible, then it is available to more number of people. When less number of people are eligible, for less number of people only my product is reachable. That's my point. So similarly, here the point is what? Sun Microsystems wants to prepare a new programming language. It must not be bound with any particular operating system. It must not be bound with any particular hardware system. It must be available to every operating system and every hardware system. It must be available to every operating system and every hardware system. In that way, Sun Microsystems wants to provide their new programming language. Then only it will be available to everybody in outside. I'll forget my point or not. So because of that reason only, Sun Microsystems wants to prepare a programming language, new programming language. It should be like what there, an architectural neutral programming language. Here the architectural, in the sense what there, hardware system. Architecture is what their hardware system, right, sir? That new programming language should be, right, programming languages should be independent of all the hardware systems. Independent of all the what their hardware systems. Automatically it will come independent of all the operating systems also. So because of that reason, this programming language is what there an architectural neutral programming language. That's it. Now these are the three qualities or features that some people wants to see on their new programming language. Is it? All of you getting my points or not clearly what I'm telling you now? Right, sir. Now this is okay, fine. This is clear cut information here. We can understand. Okay, fine. All right, sir. At the end of 1992, at the end of 1992, new programming language was prepared, completed. The programming language was completed at the end of what there 1992. That's okay, completed. Then after completion of this after completion of this new programming language, some people wants to give a name to this new programming language. Sun Microsystems wants to give a particular name to the new programming language. They are searching for the name. They are searching for the name. They want to give a name for the new programming language. Understand it clearly now. Meanwhile, what James Gosling has done there, when he sat in his cabin at Sun Microsystems, he always likes to see one type of tree through his cabin window. When he sat in his cabin, he always likes to see one type of tree through his cabin window. Okay, the name of the tree is what there? Oak is the name of the tree. He had a thought. He wants to give this oak is the name to the new programming language. Then, as he liked that particular tree, as he liked to see this particular tree through his cabin window, he wants to give this name to the new programming language. Then he has sent that proposal to Sun Microsystems. James Gosling has sent that proposals to Sun Microsystems. Unfortunately, Sun Microsystems has rejected James Gosling's opinion. Sun Microsystems has not accepted the James Gosling's proposals. Why? What is the reason for it? No, reason is very simple. Before 1992, before 1991, there was a programming language whose name is Voc. Already one programming language is already existed with the name is what there Voc. So we should not give again the same name to our new programming language. If we give the same name or related name to our new programming language, people may think about it. It may be an extension of the old programming language. Unnecessarily, we are going to lose the identity for our new programming language. Our new programming language lost its identity if we give this type of name there. Then again, people are searching for a new name for the new programming language. Is it? All of you are getting it or not? Clearly no. All right, sir. Then while searching for the name or while doing this, while preparing this new programming language, all Sun engineers are used to go for their cafeteria at Sun Microsystems. Canteen, cafeteria in the sense canteen. They used to go for their cafeteria at Sun Microsystems. At Sun Microsystems cafeteria, they used to take one brand labeled coffee. They used to take one brand labeled coffee or tea, whatever it may be. One brand labeled coffee they used to take at Sun Microsystems there. What was that brand labeled coffee they have taken there? The name of that brand labeled coffee is what there? Java. The name of the brand labeled coffee is what there? Java. They used to take the Java coffee at Sun Microsystems cafeteria, tea or coffee, whatever it may be. They used to take this drink. The name of the drink is what there? Java. Okay. Then immediately, what happened there? The Sun people are getting this kind of thought. They sent this proposal to the Sun Microsystems. Just we want to give the Java is the name to the new programming language. Then immediately Sun Microsystems has accepted this name to give for new programming language. Finally, they are given name for the new programming language is what there? Java. Sir, all of you are getting it or not? All right, sir. Now, this is a point here I'm telling there. So, Java is a name for the new programming language. Because of this reason only, we can understand it clearly. In Google, if you search for Java symbol, if you identify this, what you are getting there? Understand it? This is a symbol for Java because of that reason only. Yeah, tea cup or coffee cup, that doesn't matter. And whatever it may be, some cup, saucer, some flames. Understand it now? So because of that reason only. Now, another point here I'm telling there, observe carefully. Java beans symbol. I think so. Here it is available. This is okay, but perfect symbol is not available. EJB symbol. If you observe this, not Java beans, no. EJB's symbol logo. Yeah, it's okay. EJB's logo is okay. Where? No, it is not coming like this. Yeah, Java beans better. EJB logo, I thought of it different. Java beans logo. Yes, sir. What this now is a coffee bean or maybe whatever it may be, some kind of thing now. See, observe this carefully. Then all these names are somewhat related with what their coffee only. All the names which are related with Java is what their coffee only. Am I right or not? But if you identify the names with the Python, Python name is what there? Snake name, right? Framework is what there? Django, Jungle. Right. Then apart from this, Spider. IDs in the case of Python, right? Like this. Just I'm kidding there. They are not having any such of intention. No, just try to understand it clearly. All right, sir. Anyway, so the point, like what I'm telling to you in this scenario, what is the point here I'm telling to you about this? The symbol for Java is what there? A cup, saucer, and flames. It means like what there? Teacup or might be then coffee cup. Whatever it may be, coffee or tea, something else. No. Okay, fine. That was clear. Name was given. After giving this name, after giving this particular name to this programming language, at the end of 1992, they prepared the first product on the base of the Java. At the end of the 1992, they prepared the first product in the base of the Java. The name of that first product is what there? Star 7. Understand it clearly. The very first product on Java is a Star 7. It is a remote controller. It's a what there? It's a remote controller. But what is the status of it now? It is a failure product. It's totally a failure product. Sun Microsystems has waited nearly 1.5 years of time to find a customer to take the Star 7. But they didn't identify even a single customer to take the Star 7. Yes, sir. All of you are getting it or not? What I'm telling there. The very first product on the base of the Java is what their Star 7. Sun Microsystems has waited nearly 1.5 years of time to find a customer for what there? The Star 7. But they did not identify even a single customer for the Star 7. It's a totally failure product. Good. 1.5 years of time. In the mid of 1994, at the end of 1992, they prepared Star 7. No product, no customer is available. Nearly 1.5 years of time they waited. In the mid of 1994, there is a demand for www as part of internet. That internet era was started in the mid of 1994 in abroad. In India, when it was started there, in India, that the internet era was started in the year of 2000, 2001 in that time. Sir, are you aware about it now? And outside might be internet centers are available. There is some huge business there by the time in outside. Only for the sake of Yahoo chatting only, people are going to the internet centers there by the time. Chatting app is what there? Yahoo chatting by the time. Okay, right, sir. So internet era was started by this particular 2000, 2001 in India, but in abroad in the mid of 1994. Okay. All right, in the mid of 1994, there is a demand for a www as part of internet. Wherein www, the key feature, the key component is a browser. What is the key component for this www? Browser. See, without having browser, how it is possible to open internet? How it is possible to open our websites? No, not possible. So the key component is what? The browser. Right. By the time, very good demand is available for the browsers. By the time, very good demand is available for the browsers. What browser is available there at that moment there? In the mid of 1994, Mosaic is a browser which is available in outside. Mosaic is a browser name. All right. This browser is getting very good demand. Only that browser is the leading browser in outside there. That was prepared by Mark Anderson. Who is this person? Actually, this Mark Anderson is an undergraduate student at Illinois University, at Chicago, Illinois University. All right. He went to the Netscape Communications. He went to what there? Netscape Communications for the sake of his internship work. For the sake of project work, he went to the Netscape Communications company. There he prepared this browser as part of his project work. To prepare this browser, he took nearly $6.25 per hour, hourly basis. Per hour, he took nearly $6.25 to prepare that Mosaic browser. Of course, later on that name was changed. That's a different story. By the time that Mosaic browser is a very good browser, it is getting very good demand in the mid of 1994. Now, Sun Microsystem people are watching that market carefully. Finally, they understood the intention of the browser and importance of the browser. Then Sun Microsystems has thought of it. They want to prepare their own browser. Then finally, in the mid of 1994, they have taken the steps to prepare a new browser. To prepare a new browser, who has taken the responsibility? In the mid of 1994, Sun Microsystems wants to prepare a new browser. That new browser preparation responsibility was given to Jonathan Payne and Patrick Norton. Jonathan Payne and Patrick Norton. Both the members have taken responsibility of creating new browser. In the mid of 1994, they taken that responsibility. Again, they have taken nearly 1.5 years of time. At the end of 1995, they completed a browser, and they have given name for this browser is what their Hot Java browser. At the end of the 1995, they prepared a browser. They have given name for this browser is what their Hot Java browser. On the basis of Java programming language only, they prepared the browser. Inside this hard Java browser, what features of the Java they have used there? If you observe this, internally they have used applets. What was the topic they have used there internally? Applets. Applets is a topic they have used internally. Sir, all of you are getting it or not? What I am telling there? Good. So hard Java browser was introduced in the end of 1995. See, because of this reason only, most of the people are thinking about it. Java was introduced in the end of the 1995. No, by the time Java was not introduced, by the time only hard Java browser was introduced. By the time what happened, the moment when this browser was provided there, now this browser is what there, successful product. So many people are interested for this product. Now this is successful product. Now people are talking about it. Sun Microsystems has prepared a browser. That browser is very good browser. Some reputation is going on in outside. By the time people are talking about it, how this browser was prepared, how this browser was provided by Sun Microsystems there, then everybody they're thinking about it. They're talking about it internally. Might be Sun Microsystems has a new programming language that is Java. On the basis of Java, this browser was prepared. People are having awareness on it. Then immediately people are sending the request to Sun Microsystems. Why don't you prepare? Why don't you release the Java programming language to the outside market? Can you please provide the Java programming language to the outside market? Then Sun Microsystems has decided they want to provide the Java programming language to the outside market. To release the Java programming language to the outside market, they have set the date. The date is like what there, 1996, January 23rd. They have taken the date. On this particular date, they released the first version of the Java to the market with the name is like what there, JDK 1.0 version. The very first version of the Java was provided by Sun Microsystems on the year 1996, January 23rd, JDK 1.0 version. After that, every 1 year or every 2 years of time, they're trying to release another next versions like that. In the next 1.5 year of time, 1.1 version, next 1.5 year of time, 1.2 version, and so on and so on and so on and so on. They are trying to release it. In the journey of this total Java, JDK 1.0, this is first version, language introduction is going on, but little bit awareness only. Next one is what there, JDK 1.1 now with some updations. Next one is a JDK 1.2 version. This is a a huge version. More and more number of enhancements are provided in this particular version. At present, whatever the Java here we are seeing now, we are observing now, 70% of the Java was provided along with 1.2 version only. J to EE, J to ME, J to SE, these three parts are introduced along with what version they are now? 1.2 version. So this is a milestone in Java. 1.2 version is what there? Milestone version in Java. Next, after that, namesake versions are available. Like what the JDK 1.3 version, namesake only. JDK 1.4 version, namesake only. JDK 1.5 version. Again here, more number of enhancements are provided. This is again another milestone. And if you're getting it or not, what I'm telling to you. Then after this, now JDK 1.6 version is namesake. JDK 1.7 is also be namesake. One or two features only, important features. No. Again, JDK 1.8 version is another milestone. Main versions, I'm telling them. All right, sir. Next one is what the JDK 1.9 version is a utter flop version, failure version. Features are not much. From 1.8 version onwards, Java people are trying to copy the features from other languages. Before that, Java had their own. Other programming languages are copied from Java. But 1.8 version onwards, Java people are trying to copy the features from other programming languages. Best example is Python. Observe carefully, up to JDK 1.6 version, Java was maintained by Sun Microsystems. Right from 1.7 version onward, Java is available with Oracle Corporation. Java was provided by, Java is maintained by Oracle Corporation. When Java was in Oracle Corporation, from that point onwards, hurry-burly, they are trying to release number of versions and hurry-burly features they are including inside this Java. But of course, then some useful features are available, some of the features are unnecessary, but finally they are maintaining some other content here. So they are searching for other programming languages. In other programming languages, if any feature is good feature, they are trying to copy that. Now, as per my awareness, I can say 15 to 20 number of features from Python. How I knows about it? No, I thought previously both Python and Java, both. I'm able to teach both Java and Python. I've seen that clearly. Understand it clearly now. Right, sir. Okay, whatever it may be. Next one is like what there? JDK 1.10 version. All right, JDK 1.11 version. Again here, somewhat features are included, but the style of Java release was changed from 1.11 version onwards. From this 1.11 version onwards, Java is becoming as a licensed one. The license agreements are changed. License, the total thing was changed. But it was licensed one. But for which users this is licensed one? Not for everybody. For the students, for the teachers, for the individual development, Java is a freeware. But for the corporate users in the sense in the companies, if they want to use Java, they must take the license. Of course, nominal prices only. Up to now, it's okay, fine. For corporate users, that license is mandatory. For the normal use, license is not mandatory. So for us, no need to take any license. We can use Java, no problem. But for corporate use, in the companies, if you want to use Java, the companies have to take license for Java. From which version of Java onwards? No, Java 1.11 version onwards. Observe carefully. Then after this, JDK 1.12 namesake only. And one more point I'm telling there. Before JDK 11 version, there is a gap from one version to another version, some time gap, nearly 2 years of time, 3 years of time. And especially for releasing 1.8 version, they might be taken nearly 6 or 7 years of time. That much of time they have taken, but once they release one version, in the sense, huge number of updations, more number of features, they might be included there. But from Java 11 version onwards, what Oracle is following there, they want to release Java for every 6 months of time. For every 6 months of time, the Oracle people wants to release a new version for Java. Because of that reason only, immediately we are getting Java 11, Java 12, and JDK 1.13. All right, sir. Now JDK 1.14. In JDK 1.14, somewhat okay, but not huge version. Number of not more number of enhancements, no, but somewhat better. when compared with the previous one. Then similarly here, like what there, JDK 1.15. Then what next one here? JDK 1.16. Now after this, JDK 1.17 again. Now here we are having somewhat content here. But of course, as of now here what we are having there, no, JDK 1.18 is existed and JDK 1.19 is available. I think so. As per your says, JDK 1.20 might be. Then we are saying that 20 is also existed then, right? So then it is available. But I didn't check it. 20th version is a long-term support or not, but I don't know. But up to 17th, I followed up. The remaining, of course, I'm going to take all these concepts here. But anyway, but the point I didn't check it. 20th version is a long-term version or not. But up to 17th year, we can understand. These are the milestone versions inside the Java. Sir, if you're getting it or not. But at present, we are having what there? JDK 1.20th version is available that we are going to understand anyway. But I'm telling there, up to JDK 8th version, Java is a stable, completely stable. Afterwards, Java is coming in a rapid manner and like what there? Then rapid manner in the sense, what is the meaning of it? No, in a hurry-burry manner, Java versions are coming. Even I'm telling there, software industry is also be utilized with Java 8 version up to this 8 version in a stable manner. Now immediately what happened there, after Java 8 version, no software company is using all the versions now. Now at present, the movement in outside is what there, all companies are trying to migrate directly from 1.8 version to 1.17 version. At present, now companies are directly migrating from 1.8 version to 1.17 directly. Think of it, when companies are using directly 1.17, what is the maintenance, what is the use of these many versions there? Yeah, understand that Oracle approach here. Oracle is introducing for every 6 months of time a new version they are introducing now. They have introduced these many versions here, but companies are trying to use directly what they 17 version. Then even they are not touching on, they are not having look on what there these versions there. Now at present the trend is going on like this. Moreover, the Spring Boot framework, 1.3 version is totally on the basis of the JDK 17, 1.17. So now latest versions of the other frameworks or other tools now, they are prepared on the basis of 1. They are trying to prepare on what there 1.17 version there. That might be the stable version at present. Like, then immediately may have a question to me now. So okay, these many versions are available, sir. Then which version I have to learn? Which version we have to learn now? What version is required in outside companies there? But I'm giving the reality. Up to JDK 1.8 version, they have used Java stable in a stable mode. Now directly they are switching from 1.8 version to what version they know? 17. So 17 version they are moving in the sense. Definitely we need to have awareness on 17 version or not. Yeah, now as per these companies, as companies are using now Java 17 version now, then definitely we have to migrate up to, we have to update up to Java 17 version or not. Yeah, definitely here we are going to understand up to 20th version as per my responsibility I will discuss there. But as you are the student, if you want to survive in software industry, definitely we should learn up to at least minimum what there JDK 1.17 version. This is mandatory for everybody. Okay, of course then by completing your course, if Java 21 is coming there, I don't have any problem. I'll update it and I will give information to you. But I'll give confirmation to you up to the latest version. Up to the latest version, I'm going to discuss with you. Not only this, if we come with the full stack Java, in full stack Java also every technology I'm going to take up to the latest versions only. Spring Boot 1.3 version is nowadays might be the latest version there. It's a matter of might be then few days of time only. So I'm ready to discuss about that 1. Like what the 3 versions Spring Boot microservices. Is that, if you're getting my point or not? That I'm planning for that anyway. In the future, we are going to understand this content here. So this is exactly the content about like what there Java history. Yes, sir. All of you are getting clarity now, right? All right, sir. It's okay, fine. But I want to give some permanent link to you, permanent classroom notes document. I want to share with you. Now try to understand it. Say for example, right, sir. Now let me prepare Java 530 PM. 1 minute, sir. Just give a minute of time. Let me create it. Okay, it's okay. All right. All right, sir. All of you take this link, no? Everybody take this link. This link is for your core Java document. Daily I'm going to give the notes here. All right, whatever the notes I give in there, even that one also I want to paste here. So this link here we have to use. Okay. Now for the online people, I'm going to share that document, share that notes here in the questions box. Now try to utilize it. All right, sir. tinyurl.com/corejava530pm notes. Right, sir. And I'm giving clarity to all of you guys. Don't worry. Just this is only starting point of the class there. Then in the syllabus we are able to have steps to prepare first Java application. The topic is available. In the steps to prepare first Java application, I'm going to take like what there, how to download the Java software and how to install Java software, everything I'm going to discuss with you. But let me complete introduction part now. After that, I'm going to talk about what there steps to prepare first Java application. Yes, sir. All of you are getting it or not? All right, so now just I have a trial for it. Now try to check this. Are able to get this document here in the browser? Have you checked it? Or else maybe let me check this. In the browser, just copy and paste this. If we click on it, then automatically here we have to get like what the document. Yes, exactly. Now directly this document here we are getting. 1 minute, guys. 1 minute, wait. Okay. Okay, no problem. Just use this one. There we are able to get directly what there this document we are able to open. There we can see the total content. Directly we are able to get this document. In the future, I will change it. I will give folder share. When more number of concepts are introduced there I will give folder URL. There we can get it clearly. Okay. Right, sir. Right. Now, Java history. The topic is completed here in the introduction content here. The next topic would be differences between what happened? Differences between Java and others. This is the next topic. And if you want to see that introduction classes content here inside this, I'm able to provide even that one also. Okay. Right, sir. Now see this one here, whatever the content here, just I given some content here. Just I want to copy and I want to paste here. Here. Okay. Right, sir. So differences between Java and others. This is the second topic what we are having. All right. Observe carefully. The very first difference here I'm going to provide. All of you observe carefully. The very first difference. What is that first difference here? I'm telling to you. C and C++ are static programming languages. but Java is a dynamic programming language. From this point onwards, our content is very much important. Try to understand it now. Up to this Java history, it's a namesake topic only. But from this point onwards, we have to understand Java effectively. Right, sir. What is the first difference here we are trying to understand there? C and C++ are what there? Static programming languages. But Java is what there? A dynamic programming language. Right, sir. Fine. What exactly the meaning of static programming language and what is the meaning of dynamic programming language? Listen carefully. Straightforward information. Understand it now. If any programming language, if any programming language is providing memory allocation for the data at a compilation time, if any programming language is providing memory allocation for the data at a compilation time, then that programming language is a static programming language. Come again, what is the static programming language? No, if any programming language is providing memory allocation for the data at what time? Compilation time. Then that programming language is what their static programming language. Similarly, what is this dynamic programming language? No, if any programming language is providing memory allocation for the data at a runtime, not at compilation time. If any programming language is providing memory allocation for the data at a runtime, not at compilation time, then that type of programming language is what their dynamic programming language. Is it? Or if you get my point or not? Right, so let me write this point here. Observe carefully. If any programming language allows memory allocation for the primitive data, primitive data is what there? Byte, short, int, long, float, double, boolean, character. This data is available. That is called as what there? Primitive data. If any programming language allows memory allocation for the primitive data at a compilation time, then that programming language is called static programming language. The programming language is called as what there? Static programming language. What are the examples for the static programming languages? No, if you observe this, C and C++. These programming languages are what there? Static programming languages. All of you are getting it or not? Then similarly, now tell me, how can we say C and C++ are static programming languages? How can you say this point here? No, in C and C++ applications, observe carefully. In C and C++ applications, everybody understand my point here. In C and C++ applications, memory will be provided to the data at a compilation time only. At compilation time only, not at a runtime. Memory will be allocated for the data at what time? No, compilation time only, not at the runtime. Understand it clearly. I'll give diagrammatic representation also. Don't worry for it. But first of all, let me give the definitions. After that, we are going to see internal content here. Right, sir. What is static programming language? No, if any programming language allows memory allocation for the data at a compilation time, primitive data at a compilation time, then that programming language is what there is a static programming language. Examples are what there? C and C++. In a C and C++ applications, memory will be provided to the data at compilation time only, not at the runtime. Right, sir. Now, what about this dynamic programming language? Can you understand it now? Quite opposite point here. What is the dynamic programming language there? If any programming language allows memory allocation for the primitive data at a runtime, not at compilation time, then that programming language is called what there? A dynamic programming language. The dynamic programming language. Understand it clearly. Right, sir. Then what are the examples for these dynamic programming languages? No, we can understand Java. Of course, Python is also a dynamic programming language and some other programming languages here. How can you say Java is a dynamic programming language? Point is very simple. In Java applications, memory will be allocated for the data at a runtime only. At a runtime only. I'll give one simple point also along with this. Now try to understand it. All of you listen. One more point here. Small point. Tell me, guys. All of you tell me. Java is an object-oriented programming language or not? Java is what there is an object-oriented programming language or not? What is the meaning of object-oriented programming language? Data must be represented in the form of objects. Data must be represented in the form of what their objects. That's the meaning of object-oriented programming language. In Java, when objects are creating in Java, objects are creating at runtime, not at compilation time. In Java, objects are creating at what time there? Runtime, not at compilation time. When objects are creating at runtime, so what is the meaning of it now? When objects are creating at runtime, automatically memory will be allocated for data at what time there? Runtime only. Why? Because data will be stored inside the objects. Data will be stored inside the object. Data will be accommodated inside the objects only in the case of Java. So in Java, when objects are created, then only data is going to be created. It means that objects are created at runtime in the case of Java. So memory will be created for the data at runtime only. So because of that reason, Java is what there? A dynamic programming language. Java is exactly what there? A dynamic programming language. Yes, sir. Are you following or not? This is that internal content here we can understand clearly now. Right, sir. I need to give one diagram also, but due to the lack of the time, I'm not discussing now. So tomorrow I will cover the diagram. Then after that, tomorrow I will continue the second point also there now. Just first point information I've given there. Tomorrow I'll explain some more points here. Then after that, I'm able to explain the remaining content here. But observe carefully. So then few days of time only. I'm going to take 1 hour class for you. Then afterwards, then at 4:30 we have to attend the classes there. 4:30 to 6 o'clock. I'm going to continue these classes with you, right? But all right, then few days of time we have to attend this 1 hour of class. Then after that I will continue with the 4:30 to 6. 1.5 hour class we are going to see, right? Right, sir. And tomorrow we are going to see our content at what time there? 5:30. 5:30 we can come. Then I'll continue the remaining part now, right? Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot. Till meet you tomorrow. Yeah. Then what is compilation time? Then what is runtime? I will discuss with you guys and tomorrow. Don't worry. Yeah.